Welcome to this video. In here, we're going to talk about the US Constitution, basically how it's organized. Little reminder here, it was written in 1787 to create a stronger but limited federal government. The big picture right here is an overview of the Constitution structure and key components. The Constitution was created with three parts, basically. The first part is the preamble. It outlines the purpose of the Constitution and its goals. The second part is Articles 1 through 7, which establish the framework of the government, detailing powers and responsibilities. The third one is the 27 Amendments, which reflect changes over time, ensuring the Constitution remains relevant. Let's first talk about the preamble. We, the people, is the starting phrase, and our shared goals of unity and justice. The preamble establishes the fundamental goals of the Constitution, emphasizing a more perfect union, justice, peace, defense, welfare, and liberty for all citizens, reflecting the aspirations of the nation, principles, philosophies, liberty, and order, etc. Let's moving on to the 7 articles. First article, legislative branch. It has 3 parts: lawmaking, bicameral, and power. Lawmaking. Congress makes laws that impact the lives of all citizens in the country. Bicameral. The legislative branch consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Powers. Congress has the authority to levy taxes, regulate trade, and declare war. Article 2. Executive branch. President. The President enforces laws and acts as the Commander-in-Chief of the military. Departments or cabinet under him are directed by his agenda. Treaties. The President negotiates and signs treaties with other nations, subject to Senate approval. Elections. Presidents are elected through the Electoral College, representing the voters of each state. Those are the main contents Article 2 covered: President, treaties, and elections. Article 3, Judicial Branch. It has also three main components: Supreme Court, judicial power, and law interpretation. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court interprets laws and is the highest authority in the U.S. Judicial power. Congress has the authority to create lower federal courts as needed. You can also see judicial review, which cited Hamilton 78, was mainly this idea coming from. Law interpretation. The judicial branch ensures laws align with the Constitution and protect rights. Article 4. Full faith and credit clause. Article 4 establishes relations between states through the federal government. That's the main goal. Requires U.S. states to recognize and respect the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of other states, preventing conflicts and ensuring that a court judgment in one state is honored in others. This article also outlines the process for admitting new states into the Union. It guarantees that every state maintains a republican form of government. Article 5. Amending the Constitution. Understanding the process for changing the Constitution is important. First, amending the Constitution requires a deliberate process to ensure stability. Second, proposals can come from 2/3 of Congress or a national convention. Third, ratification requires approval from 3/4 of the states for changes to take effect. Article 6. Federal supremacy. The Constitution's authority over federal and state laws. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, guiding legal authority. Federal laws override state laws, ensuring a unified legal framework across the nation. All officials must take an oath of office, affirming their commitment to uphold the Constitution. Article 7. Ratification of the Constitution by the states. 9 out of 13 states were required for approval. This ratification made the Constitution official in 1788 to 89. It marked a turning point in American governance and unity. Moving on to amendments overview. There are 27 in total, and we will split up and discuss. And the first 10, which I think is also, relatively more important, for every of those, it's the goal that you should be familiarized with content of each. But for the first 10, we will look at them very detailed, which is also called the Bill of Rights. And 14, 15, 19, and 25 are voting rights. 13th Amendment is very significant because it marked the turning point of US history, which is ending slavery. So we will discover more of those later on. So stay tuned to that. And before you leave this video, I want you to think about something or do this fun activity with me together. There's some exit ticket I'm going to share, Amendments 11 through 27. Please choose one amendment from Amendments 11 through 27. Do some quick research and answer the questions below. First, amendment number. Second, year passed, ratified. Third, what does it say? Write a short summary in your own words. 4. What problem or issue was it trying to fix? 5. What constitutional principle does it connect to? How do you know? Find a quote. And if you want to do it, then it's my honor, and you can feel free to leave a comment or your results, your thoughts of those questions in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from that.